Now, you either like gingerbread or you don't. Personally, I do not like gingerbread, but I am going to be going against that in today's video as I am going to be building a gingerbread house. Hello guys, it's K-Spade and welcome back to my channel. And as I said, I am going to be building a gingerbread house in Bloxburg. And I am as eager as you guys are into building this, but before we do, I would just like to say I do have a Discord. Now, you're probably wondering, what even is this Discord for? Now, this is for build battles, to talk to me or to talk to people in that Discord, but I will link it down below in the description if you would like to join. But let's get straight on into this video. Now, I'm on Pinterest, but I do need to remind myself to switch back to Bloxburg because if you did watch my building a Pinterest house video, you can see how that went bad very easily. So the kind of vibe I'm going to go for is a classic gingerbread house. I have no idea what these ones are, but these ones are very hard to do. I really like that one, but that is more like a log cabin rather than a gingerbread house. I am not gonna even try and do that one because what is that? So yeah, I think I am going to go for something like this. I think we are going to try and do this one. I'm not sure how I'm going to do the windows though. That is a different story. Or do we go with this one? Guys, I can't choose. Why has it took me to Temu? So I did change back so that this video is not going to be a waste. But we are going to try and build that Temu one. Even though it wasn't meant to be Temu, it was meant to be Pinterest. So I am going to start off by making a platform to get up to the gingerbread house. And obviously the way I'm going to do that is I'm just going to use the basement. So that is currently how the platform is looking. I was about to say my eyes are going so weird looking at this, and it's because of the fact, look how I've done that. It doesn't even match up.
Come on, put your glasses on and help us.
So we are going to leave the porch to last because I don't like it how it's going. See, I don't think ginger houses are very big. Gingerbread houses. So I would say maybe like that big, or is that too big? I generally don't know. Okay, I do think they are pretty long at the back, so something like that. So this is how our gingerbread house is looking. Now, I am thinking of doing a custom roof because I do want to put a window in it as well, but I don't know if that'll be too hard. Do you know what? We are going to try and do it. This is going to be probably really hard to do, but I'm going to try. So the picture I am looking at has a circular window, but I know for a fact I can't do a circular window, so we are going to do a square one. So what I've tried to do is get it like as perfect as I can to match the wall, if that makes sense. Then the next thing I'm going to do is use this horizontal wedge and try and kind of make it a gap enough for a window. So this is currently how it's looking, and I think I'm pretty stupid because I completely forgot how to make it so that the window can go like that, but there's not just going to be a blank here where the points do not reach. So this is what I mean. I still want this part to be pointy, but I do want to add a window here somehow. So that is how the upstairs window is looking. I don't know if that's too small. Should we do it like that? And then I somehow have to fix this part here. Now, there was probably an easier way to do this, but this is the best I can get it. Ignore what's going on here. You can't see it from like below. So if you can't see it there, then it really doesn't matter. Okay, so I am now going to colour this. Obviously, gingerbread houses are like a brown, so we are going to try and find a brown to match it. So I think this brown is the brown we are going to go for, and to be fair, I have no idea what material to use. So I have gone for concrete, as I think that does look the best compared to a gingerbread house. I just realised to do the roof, I have to literally try and do this again. And that was very silly of me. So I'm just going to do the roof and save you guys watching all of that stress.
What do you mean by that?
As you can see, I have been working on the roof for ages because it is a basic shape roof. And as you all know, I hate those. So this is how the roof is looking. It does look pretty good to say it's a structural? Basic shapes build roof, which I normally hate. And why is there a random thing over here? So what I'm now going to do with structurals, I'm going to use the beam. I don't really know what size to go with. Okay, that's way too small. We will probably go for this one, and then I'm going to go around it and colour it white. Also, guys, I don't know if this is new or if I'm just dumb, but can you see this new thing where it's like a plus and then another plus of different types of money? Also, ignore this. We're not going to talk about that. So that is how that looks. I do need to add one along there, which I've just completely didn't even realise I forgot. So I'm now going to try and make a nice outline of the window so it doesn't look so bare and plain. And also, no one breaks into your house. You are going to have to add a transparent cube, or anyone could just easily jump through this window. And going back into structurals again, but this time I am going to use a rod. So I'm thinking of using this door, but I don't know if to use the window door, but I think we'll probably stick with this one. We are going to have to use the window because you can't actually resize doors, which does disappoint me a little bit. Also, if you don't know what a window door is, I'm acting like everyone knows, but basically it's an arched opening and you just size it to look like a door. Now, my inspo photo has like a white lining around the door, so the way I think I'm going to do that is with structural again, and I'm going to use the rod as well. And that is how the door looks, and I think that looks so cute. And now moving on to the windows. See, I would say the windows are more like, I'm trying to find something to represent it. So something like that kind of shape. So I'm thinking of using this window, but I don't know because I don't feel like it matches the top. But then if I use the similar window, which is, and I've lost it, I'm pretty stuck between these two windows. I feel like this one gives it more shape. So I have decided on the curve window. I don't know if I want to make it bigger though. You can't make it bigger, so I will take that back. Now, I do want to add pillars at the side here as it's very, very boring. So I need to find those. Now, I was going to add a wall trim, but it comes down way too low. As you can see, it should come around there. But instead, I am going to use a structural and I'm going to use this one. So we are just kind of going to do this. I don't really know what I'm trying to get at with this, what it's trying to look like, but we are going to see how it looks. So after messing around with it a bit, this is how it is currently looking. I do really like how that looks. And I am going to copy it around the roof too. So I have just gone in and finished it with this kind of look. What is going on there? I did just fix that, but as you can see, this is how that's currently looking. Now, I am thinking of adding some like skirting boards on the bottom, so something like that. So the roof is looking a bit boring, so I'm thinking of doing this like hatched effect that I saw on the Pinterest photo, which I'm going to do again with structurals. Now, this is what I've gone for the roof. I do need to copy it onto the other side, but as you can see, it's kind of just, it looks more like ladders to be fair. Now, on my reference photo, they do have like these little balls on the roof. So I'm just going to use a cylinder and just put this around the roof. So this is currently how the, I don't know what they're called, are looking. If anything, they look more like Mentos to me. So I am now going to look and see if there's anything we can use for the garden. And also, I do have to go and get all of my Christmas stuff back in my inventory from the house video that I did. So sadly, I thought I had snowflakes in my inventory, but I actually don't. Now, because I didn't have a snowflake, I have gone and actually done a decal one instead. So that is how the snowflakes look. And I did add like a little porch area, which we are also going to colour white. Or do I do ice on it like that? Because I think that looks pretty cool. We went with the plain style. Now I am going to add candy canes, but I don't want them to like cover up the, what do you call it? The gingerbread house. And we are also going to add some little gingerbread men because how would it be a gingerbread house without gingerbread men? And lastly, I'm just going to add a basic shape as a step so that you can get up to it. So this is the finished result, and I am thinking about maybe a part 2. We can do the inside. As you can see, this is how the gingerbread house is looking. This took me so much longer than I thought it would, but it was so worth it as it's so pretty. I also did add lights in here as it did look quite dull, but as you can see, the inside does feel very gingerbread housey and the outside is super cute too. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy this video, then please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. And if you would like a part 2 of me building the interior of this house, then please put it in the comments. And again, my Discord, my Instagram, and my TikTok will all be linked in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and goodbye!